Do you often feel constantly tired, unmotivated, or stuck in a cycle of frustration? Many people struggle daily with low energy, poor self-esteem, and difficulties in reaching their goals. What if I told you that the key to transforming your life lies within you, in how you manage your own energy? In this video, we're going to explore how semen retention may be the solution you've been searching for to unlock your true potential and live a more vibrant and fulfilled life. Stay with me until the end and discover how this ancient practice can change your reality for the better. Watch until the end, because this video is very important. First, let's talk about the basics. The fundamental reality that everything, whether material or immaterial, is energy. This includes money, fame, relationships, and even your semen. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It only transforms. Therefore, everything we desire already exists, and what makes things appear different is the frequency at which they vibrate. Physical things have lower vibrations and are denser, while spiritual or immaterial things vibrate at high speeds. This explains why we only perceive a small part of reality. Much of it vibrates too fast to be detected in our current state. This also explains why yogis and monks from India are able to reach higher states of consciousness and perform what seem to be miracles. They elevate their vibration to a level where they can access parts of reality that we normally can't. Now that we've covered the basics, that everything is energy and all possibilities already exist, let's discuss how we create our reality with our mind. All of our experiences come from the mind. When you perceive something, it's your mind at work. Emotions, love, joy, happiness, everything is triggered by the mind. But don't confuse the mind with the brain. The brain is just the physical form of the mind, like a TV. If the TV breaks, the signal, which is like consciousness, is still there. Once you understand that everything is mental and that the universe is a mental construct, life starts to feel like a lucid dream, fluid and changeable. You begin to enter higher states of consciousness, similar to those experienced by mystics. I emphasize understanding because many people watch films like The Secret without really grasping the concepts behind them. They try to force themselves to believe in the law of attraction and think they're creating their reality. But without true understanding, this approach leads to self-sabotage. It's essential to deeply understand and connect these ideas to your own life experiences, not just accept them as someone else's beliefs. Almost everyone knows these ideas, but many live in pain and sadness because they don't fully understand or truly apply them. This is true for any concept in life. To truly grasp something, you need to study it, relate it to your experiences, and use critical thinking. I didn't believe in the law of attraction or the idea that you create your reality until I reflected on my own life. I analyzed what I thought about and fantasized during my teenage years and how I spoke about certain things. The pieces started to connect, and I began to understand the information. I didn't just believe it, but I dug deeper into the roots of this knowledge, exploring ancient Hermetic teachings. These teachings are dense, and few people study them, but the main idea is simple. Everything starts in the mind. Your thoughts influence your emotions influence your actions, and together, these aspects create a vibration that aligns you with people and situations that vibrate at the same frequency. This isn't just a belief or fantasy. It can be studied and experienced firsthand. Take a day off, maybe a Saturday or Sunday, without your phone or distractions. Spend some time in nature with a journal and a pen, and start studying your life. Go back to the roots of events. How did you become who you are? What events changed your worldview? What happened in your childhood? How did you develop limiting beliefs? As Jesus said, ask, and it will be given to you. The answers will come, and you'll realize you have more power than you thought. You'll see that you create your own chaos and order. This realization can be shocking or enlightening, sometimes both. You'll realize you're the sole controller of your reality, and when you felt out of control, it was because you unconsciously gave up your power. Everything that's happened in your life started in your mind. When you want to travel somewhere, you imagine it first. When you want to buy something, you mentally buy it first. Higher planes govern the lower planes. Everything starts on the spiritual or mental plane, and physical reality is a manifestation of what already exists mentally. Our minds are limitless. There's no limit to what you can do if you master your mind. If you're in doubt, watch videos of Shaolin Kung Fu monks breaking metal, walking on fire or glass. If reality were rigid, this wouldn't be possible. The only way this happens is if the universe is mental. You choose whether to feel pain or not. Much of the pain we feel is unnecessary and just a concept that our minds create and cling to. I experienced this with cold baths. At first I shivered and didn't want to get out. But one day, I realized it was just a concept. I associated cold baths with pain and hated it because of that. I decided to change my perception, thinking the water wasn't cold. All sensations of cold, heat, and pain are experienced in the mind. It was like flipping a switch. I didn't feel cold anymore and could stay in the cold water for 20 minutes, even in winter. To conclude this part, let's talk about how retaining your semen can help you control your mind, which means controlling your reality. Following the truth that everything is energy and that different forms vibrate at different frequencies, the higher your vibration, the more access you have to spiritual dimensions and control over physical reality, which is the lower plane. This explains why mystics are often celibate or have very restricted sexual lives, only having sex to procreate. Semen is the most potent energy we have. It is the essence of existence and the creative force that gives life. Keeping this energy inside and not releasing it through thoughts or sexual relations allows it to rise and make us vibrate at a higher frequency. This leads to feeling more energized, motivated, and joyful. In contrast, releasing your energy can leave you feeling drained, tired, and depressed. That's why those who choose a higher path often take vows of celibacy and face challenges. You can't create higher possibilities if you feel dead and lethargic. Remember the days when you felt too tired to get out of bed? That's how it feels when you release your energy. Semen retention is the key that ties all these teachings together. You can learn about the power of the mind all day, but if you're releasing your energy, you won't have control over your mind, making this information useless to you. Even if you use it, it will only help you manifest smaller desires, like attracting a partner, something YouTube is full of. To create a legacy and follow a higher path, you must have the creative force within you. When you control your animalistic impulses, the desire to eat or have sex, you automatically elevate yourself above the average and enter a higher state of mind, similar to the chakra systems. The universe is one, up or down. The lowest corresponds to the physical plane and the root chakra. The highest corresponds to the spiritual, mental, and crown chakra. The more you rise above the physical, the more control you have over it. You can't be tied to the physical and control it at the same time. To control something, you need to be above it. It's common sense. You can't control something if you're weaker than it. The same applies to the universe. Shaolin Kung Fu monks, Indian yogis, and mystical people gain abilities in the physical realm by rising above it, realizing that everything is an illusion and that sensory pleasures are short-lived and bring sadness. Being addicted to pleasure weakens you. That's why I love taking cold baths and fasting. It strengthens me. When you can handle this kind of stress and control your mind, stop being driven by impulses, controlling your reality becomes easy. It all starts with you. But before anything, I have a surprise you weren't expecting. Hi, I'm Laerti, and over the years, I've helped countless people reach the true potential that lies within them. Today, I'm very excited to share something special with you. If you're ready to transform your life and elevate your energy to levels you never imagined, the Semen Retention Success Path is the ultimate guide you've been waiting for. I've studied the 6 major themes of semen retention content and gathered everything in an audiobook filled with valuable information for your development. Get ready for a journey of self-discovery and personal growth that goes beyond the conventional. Imagine unlocking immense vital energy, restoring your vitality, and achieving profound and lasting personal development. This audiobook is more than just a source of information. It's a master key that opens doors to a new level of fulfillment and success. And there's more. By purchasing the audiobook, you get a 30% discount on my exclusive ebook called The Art of Semen Retention for Men, with over 20 pages. In this ebook, you'll learn powerful techniques for your spiritual evolution, personal development, emotional balance, self-awareness and self-development, spiritual connection, and life purpose. Don't miss this opportunity to transform your energy and your life. Click the link in the description to secure your copy of the Semen Retention Success Path and take advantage of the special discount on the exclusive ebook. Join me on this journey and discover how to unlock your inner potential to live a fuller and more fulfilling life. The deep power of our sexual energy. The sexual energy we possess has profound power, and by consciously cultivating it through practices like semen retention, we can radically transform our lives for the better. For thousands of years, ancient wisdom traditions from various cultures around the world have recognized and revered our creative energies, not only for their procreative functions, but more importantly, for the immense spiritual benefits that come from learning to master, transmute, and sublimate these potent energies for higher purposes and states of being. However, in today's fast-paced world, dominated by short-term pleasures and distractions, this sacred knowledge seems to have been almost lost. I hope that by illuminating these principles during our time together, I can inspire at least a few to explore unlocking their unexplored human potential through more conscious management of their sexual energies. Before we delve deeper, I want to define some key terms that will serve as the foundation for our discussion. Aura and spirit. Our aura refers to the invisible bioenergetic field that emanates and surrounds our physical bodies. It extends a few inches beyond our skin and carries important information about our mental, emotional, and spiritual states. Our aura dynamically interacts with the fields of other living beings and things around us, being greatly influenced by our thoughts, beliefs, behaviors, and overall well-being. People with powerful, vibrant auras radiate a palpable sense of confidence and charisma. The spirit, on the other hand, relates to our non-physical essence, our soul, consciousness, and connection to higher states of awareness. Through practices such as meditation, spiritual devotion, energy work, and others, we have the ability to nurture and develop our spirit to higher frequencies of awareness, compassion, wisdom, and union with the divine source or universal consciousness. A strong and evolved spirit possesses qualities like resilience, integrity, vision, and service to others. With these concepts established, let's explore how the conscious cultivation of our sexual energies through practices like semen retention can have profoundly positive impacts on our auras and spirits. The importance of semen retention. It's important to understand that our semen is much more than just a means of reproduction. It contains a subtle life force energy known as virya in yoga philosophy. Every ejaculation represents a significant release of this nurturing energy, which requires immense amounts of biological and pranic energy to be produced. On average, a single ejaculation can contain 1 to 5 milliliters of semen, with sperm counts ranging from 200 to 500 million per milliliter. This means a minimum loss of 200 to 500 million sperm cells, plus vital fluids and nutrients with every release. When we engage in excessive masturbation, casual sex, or compulsive consumption of pornography without awareness or higher purpose, we gradually deplete our reserves of this highly concentrated virya. Over time, this continuous loss has significant effects on both our subtle and physical bodies. Effects of virya depletion. On the subtle level, regular depletion of virya through uncontrolled ejaculation causes our auric fields, aura, to shrink and weaken, leaving less of an energetic protective shield around us. Our spirits also suffer, as this sublime creative energy is meant to ascend through the Sushumna channel in our spine, to nourish dormant psychic centers, fueling spiritual evolution. When this energy is lost to the external world, our spirits become undernourished. Clinically, intuitives have reported dramatic decreases in the size and brightness of clients' auras after periods of habitual ejaculation and celibacy compared to retention. Physically, we also drain our reserves of vital essence needed to fuel all bodily functions optimally. Excessive ejaculation leads to a general state of depletion, marked by low energy levels, lack of motivation, anxiety, muscle weakness, and cloudy thinking, all due to a deficiency of life force available to energize our systems. Benefits of semen retention. In contrast, retaining our sexual fluids and creative energies through practices like periodic celibacy or Baharya produces profoundly positive transformations. As our innate virya builds up from within, rather than being released to the external world, it strengthens and exponentially expands our auric fields. Our spirits ascend to new heights, charged with prana and higher frequencies, activating dormant chakras and psychic centers that connect us to expanded states of insight, intuition, compassion, and union with the divine source. Physically, we feel revitalized, with an abundant supply of energy running through our cells, tissues, and organs. This comes with enhanced mental clarity, sharp focus, increased physical dexterity, resistance to illness, and an overall heightened sense of vitality, joy of living, and well-being. This is the natural result of our bodies and subtle anatomy being filled with life force, rather than operating at deficient levels due to loss. Many men who commit to celibacy report feeling almost euphoric, with their internal fires burning more intensely due to conserved virya. They feel truly alive, present, and flowing in a way they never thought possible before. There's a reason why rulers, geniuses, prophets, and great leaders of antiquity valued sexual continence and the conservation of this sublime life force so highly. Social and personal impacts of retention. In addition to the immense personal benefits, consciously cultivating our sexual energies also profoundly impacts how we behave in the world and interact with others. As our internal reserves of virya grow through retention, we begin to emit a powerful charismatic aura that magnetically attracts positive opportunities and people to us, like a magnet. Our presence seems to command respect, radiating an authentic and confident essence from the inside out. Scientific studies have even linked higher levels of testosterone found in celibate men to increased muscle mass, facial hair growth, and a lower vocal tone, all traits universally associated with masculinity, dominance, and social ability. Throughout history, these secondary physical changes are accompanied by a tangible masculine presence that retention cultivates, elevating our social status, influence, and ability to lead others by example. We're no longer slaves to fleeting pleasures and compulsions, but masters of our domains, with the spiritual fortitude to navigate life's challenges and bring our higher visions to fruition. This is the natural outcome of accessing deep reservoirs of untapped creative energies within us, which serve to magnetize our divine purposes and blessings available to share with the world. Overcoming obstacles in retention. Of course, walking the path of semen retention is not without its obstacles, especially in today's hypersexualized environments, which constantly trigger base desires through pornography and casual hookup culture. For many men starting out, simple urges may arise frequently, necessitating the transmutation of this creative impulse upward through healthy alternatives such as exercise, artistic expression, meditation, acts of service, socializing, and more. It's essential to see these inevitable challenges as opportunities to cultivate greater self-discipline, integrity of character, and alignment with higher purposes in life, rather than as failures or lapses to be discouraged by. With diligent daily practice of redirecting sexual attention to more constructive channels when aroused, rather than giving in to fleeting pleasure, retention gradually becomes second nature. Old habits fade away, and before we know it, a deep internal transformation takes over, replacing addictive impulses with quiet confidence, mental clarity, and a state of flow. External temptations no longer shake us. Be patient and kind to yourself, as this subtle alchemical process of internal change takes time. But with commitment to personal evolution above momentary gratification, any sincere aspirant can ascend to new heights of empowerment through the conservation of their life force. I hope I've been able to convey the immense spiritual, mental, and physical blessings that can be obtained by consciously cultivating sexual energies through practices like semen retention. While it's not an absolute necessity, the periodic cultivation of this sublime life force supports balanced development when undertaken sincerely as part of an integrated lifestyle and path of self-mastery. Our world is in desperate need of empowered visionary leaders, operating from a place of spiritual abundance rather than depletion. So, I encourage anyone called to walk this transformative path to have faith in their inherent potential for greatness and remain dedicated to honoring their divine masculine essence with patience and perseverance. A quiet sense of agency, integrity, and flow will emerge, raising your light and service. So, my final advice: study yourself, strengthen your mind, and know that everything is mental. Forget the outer world. It takes the shape of your inner world. Thank you all for your time and attention. I wish you the best in your personal growth and journeys. If you liked this video, please leave a like. Thank you for watching. I hope it inspires you to commit to semen retention and unlock your superpowers. Feel free to check out my other videos for more tips. See you in the next video. Peace.